Yeah, you can see he's just able to beat these guys through the corner so much, and that's because he's staying in the throttle so much more. His car's just handling good right now.
If he gets just a little open on the bottom of the track, he's going to take the lead from Kyle Busch. But you see Kyle just running right against that yellow line.
I think if Junior's going to pass him, he's going to have to get back and get a run on him and probably go to the outside and pin Kyle down a little bit. And he may need a little bit of a push to make all of that happen.
And watching Junior's strength late in this run, DJ and Andy, is amusing to me because I'm looking at that lap count. We're coming up on another set of green flag pit stops. And that could put some guys right on the edge of making this thing to the finish without having to stop again if we get another long run.
Well, the way these cars are handling, though, I can hardly imagine we're going to go green to the finish. And that's the way I'm thinking if I'm on the box. You know, I see a lot of this going on. I would plan on there being another caution or two.
Joey Logano running there in 5th position, Dave.
And you know, on the first run, actually, the car was so loose they needed a big adjustment. 2 rounds of track bar for Joey. He said, you guys got it 3/4 of the way there just a few laps ago. But he said, if I get in clean air, it's ridiculous, meaning it's very, very good. So Joey trying to find his way to the front, whereas Carl operate perfectly. Duck?
And Kyle Busch out front. Now, Kyle, DJ, has said what you're talking about a moment ago. He said, I am loose tight. I am loose when I get a car like the 3 car tucked underneath the back of me. And he uses the whole racetrack to drive up across and hang on to the car. But once he pulls away by at least 2 car lengths, the car's a little bit tight out front. But they really can't make an adjustment because if they go too far on the air pressure, it'll get too loose. If they don't go enough, it'll get tighter and they'll have trouble leading the race. So they're in a bit of a quandary right now as they schedule their last stop around lap 73.
Leaders in some traffic. Closed up the pack there for a second.
Yeah, that loose and push situation, welcome to Daytona. That's something that you fight here because there's just not a lot of grip. Here we see Carl Edwards.
That's 15th place. Remember, he was running 7th a little over 20 laps ago when he kind of bailed out, fell back as far as 25th, and has now started picking his way back toward the front. But Shannon not really running in the pack.
Well, they were a little bit concerned when he first dropped back. They asked Carl, do you think that this is a bad idea? Carl said, guys, don't worry about it. We will figure it out. The car's pretty good. I think I can get back up there and compete at the end. Right now, he's slowly trying to make his way. This pit stop will obviously be a good thing for him when they come down pit road, hopefully to get his way back up to the front. Great action on the track right now, guys.
Kenny Wallace, Michael McDowell going a lap down on this long green flag run that we've seen. McDowell in the 81 is the 30th place car.
Yeah, and we're seeing something right now that we have seen here before in the Nationwide Series. A couple of the better handling cars that are able to stay in the throttle, kind of break themselves away from some of the others.
And Allgaier there in the 12 car is not letting them get too far ahead of him.
Trevor Bayne had a handful.
I've seen him a few times have to turn this car right when he gets in the corner. He's doing a lot of that right there. Wow, look at that thing.
Man, he's just having to walk it off the corners. As you said, Andy, we've seen this a couple of times, and it's only so many times that you catch it before you just have to back out and say, okay, need to calm down. We'll get tires and adjustment on it here before long.
It's Ryan Newman in the 1. Up to challenge Bayne. The bump draft for Bayne from Clint Boyer in the 21. Boyer spent a lot of time up toward the front of this pack.
Trevor Bayne's probably thinking, if you'd just see me drive off of that turn 4 a while ago, you wouldn't be up here on my bumper like that.
And from there, we look to the front of the pack. There's Kevin Harvick, 33. He's running in 5th position now. Harvick, one of the guys we think will be a factor at the end of this. And at the top of the stack, Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Justin Allgaier, and Joey Logano as we close in on what could be the final pit stops. Third caution is out at Daytona International Speedway tonight. It is for debris on the back straightaway. And the pace car picks up the new leader in this race. Just before the caution came out, Dale Earnhardt Jr. shuffled by Kyle Busch.
No, I said it's hard to keep a good handling car down. Right now, at this point of the run, right late, when the tires get hot, Junior's car is by far the best handling car. Makes this pass really look pretty easy.
Yeah, you can see he had a push from the 12 right there as they got to center of the tri-oval, he could feel that little bit of a push and just pulled to the outside of Kyle Busch and went on.
And then the caution flag for something down towards turn 3 on the back straightaway has put the pace car in front of the field. Now got 30 laps to go. Be 29 when they come back around to the pit lane, Andy. This could be the money stop.
Oh, yeah, this could be the last stop if it does go green. Like I said, I'm not going to count on that, but it could, and this would be a good opportunity for everybody to make their last adjustment.
Michael McDowell, the Aaron's Lucky Dog free pass on this caution. First car not on the lead lap, so he will come back around and get back in the hunt for a top finish at Daytona.
I don't believe I'll be adjusting on that 3 car, though.
It'd be hard to, the way it came on there.
29 cars on the lead lap. Pit stops with 29 laps to go. Doc?
This should be the final stop, AB, tonight. If we stay green, we're going to have triple pits. Toyota, Chevy, Busch, Earnhardt, and Harvick. And Busch slides across the white line. He'll have to back the car up, and it costs him about 2.5 seconds. They will change 4 tires and make a major air pressure adjustment. Dave.
Slight adjustment for Leader Jr. It's air pressure in both right side tires to help tighten it up on the short run. Shannon.
Kevin Harvick says, snug me up, right side air pressure, track bar only for the 33. Mike.
Justin Allgaier wants to be tightened up as well. They'll make a 4-tire change, 2 cans of Sunoco race fuel, and they'll put a ½ pound in the right rear on the 12.
Brad Keselowski overshot his pit. That first stall down toward turn 1, that cost him some time.
Yeah, Keselowski and Kyle Busch both slid through their pit stalls.
Oh, and a tire, too. Who's that from? That looks like maybe some of Greg Sachs's guys standing there waving their arms.
That'll be a penalty for someone.
We'll see who goes to get it.
Yeah, these guys
usually
forgot
the
that that the racing surface isn't the only thing that's slick here. Pit road is too, especially on those hot tires.
All right, so it was one of Greg Sachs's crew guys. So that'll cost the 88 car. I'll show you the championship leader, Brad Keselowski, the guy that started on the pole tonight.
See, just actually underestimated the grip level there, or overestimated it.
Yeah, you don't get points for parallel parking in this.
Oh, same thing with Kyle Busch.
Just no grip, and you don't. The brakes that they run on these cars aren't as good as like what you'd have on an intermediate track and everything. So it takes some adjusting to get used to it. And of course, they're wanting to get in there as quickly as they can, but not any grip to be had.
Well,
he
Michael McDowell got the free pass, but so much for that.
didn't have enough fuel to take advantage of it, looks like.
Yeah, that's a shame. Needing to get a little help to get back into the pit area and make what should be his final pit stop. So as they cross the stripe and the scoring resets, Earnhardt Jr. winning the race off of pit road. Kyle Busch is going to come out 5th in line. Carl Edwards is up to 6th. And Brad Keselowski is down in 13th spot by sliding through his pit stall. 28 laps to go. Cleaning up from the 3rd caution of the race, the scramble to the finish at Daytona coming up.